Hello, welcome to St Mark's Church in Herston. Now, because it's really hard to know how Lent is going to plan out this year, I'm offering you to do some reflections and prayers at home as part of our Lenten period. So the idea is that you can gather up a few of the things I'm going to suggest on your daily walks as you do your exercises, or if you're shielding, you can send someone out for you to pick up the things that you might need. It's quite simple. So firstly, you can gather up a stone or a pebble, and when you go out on your walk, this stone represents the time Jesus was in the wilderness and was tempted by the devil to change a rock into bread. Now, although he resisted that temptation, he then became famous for multiplying loaves and fish and feeding people who were hungry for food, but also hungry for love, hungry for a word of encouragement or for simple acceptance. Maybe you can use that stone to reflect on what nourishes you, what has kept you sane during this last year, and what has kept you nourished spiritually and emotionally. Our second object is sand. Now, it's not too hard to find that around Swanage, I hope. But if you can't find any, or if you can't leave the house because you're shielding or for any other reason, you can either send someone out to go and get some for you, or maybe you can use some rice or some lentils, or something that feels a little bit like sand. This represents Jesus' 40 days in the wilderness, in the desert, the harsh and hot wilderness. His feet would have felt the dry land, the hot sand. Maybe you can use that sand to reflect on what constitutes wilderness in your life. What have you learned there? Or what might you learn there? Our third object is a candle or a tea light, whatever you find in your house. Lent begins with the darkness of winter, with the days gradually getting longer, and it ends with the burst of bright spring and warmer weather. We are told Jesus is the light of the world, and that light insists that we are the light of the world, that we shouldn't be hiding under some bushel basket. So maybe you can use that candle to think and reflect on where you shine. How do you keep your light to be being lit up? And our very last object, this is optional because I realize this might be quite difficult to find for some of you, is a human figurine. Now, if you have children or grandchildren or maybe friendly neighbors, you can ask if you can borrow one from them. If not, if you're feeling crafty, you can make one out of paper or cardboard or even out of fabric. That could be a fun little project for Lent as well. This human figurine represents the human nature of Jesus as a fully human being. This means that he gets us. He understands what it's like to be human. Jesus knows from experience that we are capable of great things, godly things, as well as sometimes making great mistakes. And so, no matter what we do, Jesus keeps on inviting us to reflect on our human self and to keep working at being better people. Jesus knows that this is a lifelong work. So maybe you can use this figurine to reflect about that. I hope this is going to be helpful for you. Now, if you can't remember everything I've said, it's fine. I am posting all you need to know on Facebook, on Twitter, and on the website. So have a look there. God bless. Bye-bye.